Total number of medals are 30. Total number of African countries that won a medal is 12. Total number of gold medals are 9. Silver medals is 10. Bronze medals is 11.
Nahfconnects for Africa and the world welcomes these dignitaries here today. Before we start mentioning their names, we thank our worldwide audience for following us all this while from the Tokyo Media Center. We are bent to promote Africa. We are bent to send accurate information to you so that Africa will never be left behind. We can never stand aside and watch our nation go astray. I'm really grateful to our guests today. We have a lot of crucial things to discuss. The first guest by my left-hand side is Honorable Emeka Egbogota. Or should I ask them to introduce themselves so that I won't make any mistake? Please, I will allow our guests today to introduce themselves so that you won't hold me responsible of making any mistake in mentioning names. Yeah. Let me start with the man with Aisha on my left hand side, please, quickly, in chronologically. Explain to our world audience your name and your positions.
My name is Emeka Stanley Egbogota. I'm the Managing Director of Contact Ventures Japan, and currently I'm the Chairman of Igbo Union, Kansai region, Japan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Egbogota, Contact Ventures CEO, and Igbo Union Kansai Chairman. Let's move to the beautiful woman at the center.
Hi, I am Miss Universe Japan 2020, Aisha Harumi Tochigi. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much for honoring Nahfconnects' invitation to be here today to address things about the Olympics, Tokyo 20 Olympics, which is closing today. Let's move straight to the main man. Yeah. The most senior, our senior person is a real victorious person who has the order of the rising sun, who is honored by the Emperor of Japan. Please introduce yourself to our world.
Yes, I am Ousmane Sankhon from Guinea. I've been in Japan since 1972 as a diplomat. But now I have my own office and I have Japan-Guinea Association and the chairman. And as you know, 2 years ago, I was decorated by the Emperor of Japan. It is a very big pleasure for me with Japan and with Mr. Kennedy to give this chance to promote Africa in Japan. It is one of our best effort. Unfortunately, I don't speak very good English because Guinea,
that's very good. Thank you very much, sir.
We speak French, Yes. So today I came with my wife.
Thank you. No. We will ask her to introduce herself in Japanese. Oh, how do you sort of Yes, 日本語でちょっと自己紹介。英語でもいいんですよ。英語でどっちでも。
My name is 三月サンコン。サンコンの日本人の妻です。今回は日本でね、オリンピックが開催されて、無事に今日までということでちょっとほっとしておりますが、皆さんの意見でね、楽しい番組に参加させていただいてありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A hand of applause for each and every one of you. I'm really very happy to have you here today. Before we go to our questions and what we feel about the Olympics, let me inform our worldwide audience that the Miss Universe Japan read out the number of medals that African athletes has acquired, which is, I think, 30 medals as of 7th of this month. We've not added today, because I'm sure we are still hauling off some medals today too.
Yeah.
But before then, we will publish the medal chart, Africa medal chart, up to 7th on our YouTube channel, where you can go and watch which country, who is the athlete, and the athlete that won the kind of medal and what kind of sports does that athlete do, participate on to get that medal. So feel free to go through our YouTube channel and make some comments and then watch the full medal chart. Thank you very much. We move to number 2, the overall athletes' performance, as you can see on the screen. Let me have the audience attention on, do you think Africa participated well in this Olympic? What are your observations and what are your views and what do you think Africa should do better to get more medals? Let me have your opinion, if you have any. My question here is, Africa, このオリンピックに関してどれぐらい頑張ったのかとか、どれぐらいもうここがもう本当にもっとここをしとけばもっとこういうふうになるとか、そういう意見があればもう日本語でも英語でも言ってください。So can we hear from Aisha? Do you have any observation, any good reports about the Olympics, African Olympics? Yes.
Well, I believe Africa is doing a very great job for getting so many medals from the track, Likujo. From the track, yes, they got so many medals from that. But on the other hand, I feel like Africans haven't gotten so many medals from the swimming. So maybe we can make much more stronger about swimming. But yeah, but I think Africa is doing great.
Swimming, Africans are very heavy. They can't swim.
I think
We still
because
have
we
lighter
don't have
ones.
swimming.
We eat heavy food, so swimming may cause a problem. Yes.
I think we don't have like swimming pool lessons or studies in schools. I think that's the reason why people are not used to it.
Facilities,
Yes, exactly.
Aisha, you should be an ambassador to that. You build many facilities for Africans to learn how to swim.
But I don't really know how to swim too, so that's hard.
Oh, you don't know? Sankhon says, do you think Africa participated well in this?
Yes, I think in marathon, we are very strong with marathon.
Yes, the Kenyans, né?
With Kenya.
Very strong.
But I think if, for example, volleyball, basketball, Africa should be very strong. And rugby. See?
Yes.
Yes. And my opinion is that from now, and African country can learn more, and can be more stronger. Yes. Because as African, we are very sportive people.
Yes, naturally, yes.
You see,
So what we lack is the facility. You think we lack facilities in Africa to energize these young people to train like their contemporaries?
That's right.
Yes, we lack that, I think so. So we suggest there should be a lot of investment.
That's right.
Okay.
And I know this, the Olympic is meaning sport, but this also meaning peace, to keep peace.
Yes.
And to let people know each other. I think many countries in Africa, Japanese, they doesn't know about it, but from now they know.
They know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Yes. Let's ask Honorable Egbogota his overall view of the African performances during this Olympic. What do you think?
Yes, to me, personally, I believe that Africa is supposed to do more better than they are doing right now, much especially in soccer. You see, Nigeria is the only country in Africa that have gotten gold in soccer, in Atlanta.
Yes.
So since after then, most of the soccer teams, they've not even got into semi-finals or quarter-finals.
That's right.
So I don't know what is happening. Africa is supposed to be doing very, very well, especially in Olympic, in such field, in marathon, in athletes. So, but I
general,
don't know
yes.
what is happening to Africa. We still need to improve
You should
tremendously.
know-
It's
yes,
very,
that's
very
right.
important.
You should know what is happening to Africa
right.
because, Aisha suggested swimming. We should put more effort in swimming. Digging a swimming pool is very expensive, and it requires energy from the government to provide such facilities for the young athletes, and so well as the soccer you were talking about. So we need to build more facilities. Most of the schools doesn't have fields to play. They play on the normal ground. They don't have the standard thing to start from the beginning to train according to their contemporary. Well, that's okay. Your suggestions are very nice. どうですか？アフリカ頑張ったと思う。ここ日本で。
そうですね、やっぱりこう走る競技は得意だし、あと私が興味を持ったのはハーフの方がすごく増えたので、例えば、
八村
さんとかね、
今日のもあったじゃないですか。奥へバスケットもね。
なんかすごくそういう意味では日本人としてはそういう方々の活躍を見ると、なんか時代は変わったし、すごく嬉しい気持ちにベリーハッピー。
じゃあ頑張ったと。
はい、頑張ったと思います。
そうですね。
頑張ってないと言ってほしかった。そうするとほら頑張ったって言ったらもう血ついちゃうじゃないですか。頑張ってないって言ったらもっと頑張らないと。っていうところもあるよね。褒めれば伸びる人もいるし、褒めたらもうやっぱり気のぼちゃう人もいるわけだから俺みたいね。Okay, thank you really very much for that wonderful idea that half Africans are participating, performing wonderfully well during this Olympic, and we have areas that every country have their area. Like if you come to Japan, the taekwondo, the karate, the judo, which I love so much.
That's right.
You can't defeat them because this is a kind of kokugi.
Yeah.
That's their national thing. I think running, playing soccer, using our strength to do things should be the turn of Africa.
Africa and the short put.
The short push, yeah, that's what I'm saying. All those
energy sports.
Right. Energy sports.
Yeah.
Should be for Africa.
Africa, exactly.
And then if we're lacking behind, it means we don't have the facility to train according to our contemporaries, right from the childhood, from the onset to now. So I think Africa should take note of that. Whatever happens, of course, we should take note and then report and let the government know that we need to do more to educate and to let our stars to carry more gold. Look at the number of gold medal America is taking home. The number of gold medal China is taking home. The number of gold medal Japan is taking home.
That's right.
Among others. But check their population with Africa. I think we might be in the bigger population. But Nigeria alone is over 300. It's about 300. It's over 200 million people. So in Africa in general, automatically you find out that we're supposed to go with them. It's a continent, but these are countries sharing the whole good because they are doing it right. This is the meaning. So we should let the world know, let our country know, Africa, that they need to do more.
That's right.
In the field of sports.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then we have talked about the overall African athletes' performance. Then let me come here. Number 3 should be your individual views. If you don't want to comment, don't comment. Yes. Did you support the Olympic? I mean, the hosting the Olympic this year? That's the question. Your individual views on 2020 Olympics, whether good or bad.
Okay.
Sige. Your individual views on 2020 Olympic, whether good or bad.
Okay, let me start by saying that this Tokyo Olympic 2020 is unpopular in the sense that there are no spectators.
Okay.
And even prior to the commencement of the Olympic, many Japanese believe that the Olympic will be cancelled. So in as much as the governments were fully prepared, IOC is also prepared, but the Japanese citizens don't like it to be hosted because most of the times these pandemics affected so many people, and based on that, they decided that the Olympics should be cancelled. So now they come up with the fact that there won't be spectators. So it makes it unpopular because many people did not watch the Olympic. Many people did not have the opportunity even to watch through the television, and so many things like that. So I believe in as much as Japan tried to do it, but they just want to show that in future, we have to adapt with the pandemics and work with the pandemics and adjust in so many things. So, well, in one way, it's okay to be that is done. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Your information and your views are very wonderful. Once we take note of that. Sankhon says,
yes, as my brother said, I think we are almost the same.
Yeah.
Because many people thought that this Olympic will be cancelled.
Yeah.
But the Japan, they try to do all effort to do it. It is really that's the Japanese character.
Yes.
If they have many things, but they have to do it. And today, I think it will be finishing in very good way.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good ways. So really, I thank the Japanese people and this country, which I love very much. Really, I appreciate them. When the Japanese say they do, they do it.
Yes.
You see?
Very important.
That's very good, really.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. 違った意見もらおうかな。どうですか？日本人としてオリンピックもういろんな反対ありながら、それやっぱり国がやらざるを得ないという、決断をしたわけじゃないですか。で今やってどう思いますか？やってよかったか、あるいはダメなのかという意見ください。
はい。始まる前は私もはっきりとしない方がいいのかなとちょっと思ってたんですが、選手たちが頑張ってる姿を見てすごい感動してしまったのでやっぱり選手目線で言うとしてよかったなって正直終わりに近づいてやっぱりそう思いましたね。やっぱり彼女たちはすごく特訓しても練習して努力してずっとやってきたわけだからなんかやらせてあげ偉そうに言うわけじゃないんですけど、その舞台をね作れたっていうことはすごく私としては、でそれがまた舞台が日本だったので、日本としてはやっぱり感染対策をしながらね、きちんと土台を作るというところにやっぱりそこにかけるしかなかったというか、でも本当選手たちのその感動するプレーとか演技にはものすごい感動しましたね。
ありがとうございます。本当に Thank you very much. I picked one word from you. Olympic or sports is meant for the young generations, and decision making is for our age. Our generation. And if we make wrong decisions, it affects heavily the young generation, particularly those who may not have the chance to witness Olympic again in their life. And Tokyo Olympic is their last chance. If you think about those people, you find out that what the JOC, Olympic Committee, and then the International Olympic Committee, IOC, their decision is 120% right by me because they gave the youth the chance. Look at the medal hall. If this Olympic were cancelled, those people at the age of, say, 30-something, 29, 30 may not be at the next Olympic. And they will never have this chance again in life. So let us believe, I'm quite sure a lot of people have the same vision or version of her statement. They were against it, but when they start seeing their nephew, their brothers and sisters start grabbing gold, I'm quite sure they will change, definitely. So to say, I'm not saying that it is, when Japanese people say no, that the government should continue. But there are a lot of things we do not know to draw judgment in this other than individual opinion. before I conclude this, Aisha, do you have anything to say about what do you think about the topic we are into right now?
Well, like she said, I believe that it was a good thing that we had our Olympics. I know all this pandemic is happening, and it was really hard for us to decide. But after all, if you look at all the medals, and if you look at their face, their happiness that all the athletes have, like it was a very good decision that we had it. And then I know that if we can't have this year, like we will never have this next year too.
Yes.
So this was our only last chance. And then Japan actually did a very great job to make this happen. So yeah, I personally think it is a good thing that we are doing it.
That's good. Thank you really very, very much. We cannot just conclude there. I totally agree with what you just said. There was a thing Sankhon Sensei told me about the what do you call it, the Guinean contingents.
Yes, yes.
What happened to them? I mean, during the opening ceremony.
Yes,
I think
also.
somebody just carried the flag and just walked in like that, and there were no Guinean.
That's right.
What happened? Can you give us a true light?
Yes, what I learned about the embassy people, the Guinean people, there were 5 people.
Okay.
Athletes.
5 athletes.
Yes.
Okay.
5. But in the country there are many problems to buy ticket.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And
for the Olympic contingents. Yes, to buy ticket for the Olympics.
Olympics.
Okay.
So that problem in the administration. So the opening ceremony they could not attend. They came on next day to Narita.
Okay.
So it was, to be clear, it was a little bit shy for me, because only we don't know one person who took our flag. What come? Why? How?
So a country,
yes.
Each time we blame athletes when they misbehave.
Yes.
That's why you just raised this issue.
That's right.
Each time we blame athletes when they misbehave, that they have insulted our country, they have done this, just like the Ugandan young man who said he doesn't want to go.
Yeah, that's right.
It is because of this kind of a thing.
That's right. Sure.
That a whole country have an athlete qualify for an Olympic.
That's right, my brother.
And then plane ticket becomes a problem.
That's right.
From there, it becomes, what do you think about it? Just let me have individual opinions on this.
Well, it's a very sad story.
Raise your voice a little bit.
For example, just like Nigeria,
oh, we do have some. Go ahead.
Just like a Nigerian that came, and I didn't know what happened, whether he had only one jersey for the Olympic.
Huh?
Then when he qualified to compete in the final, then he decided to wash the jersey he had before instead of getting a new one. He has no new one. So he has to wash the one he used in the semi-final against final.
I see.
Now they caught him in camera. And it became a very big issue in Nigeria. And based on that, Puma had a contract with Nigeria to supply jersey and all the sports amenities at the $2.7 million contract. So because of that thing that guy did, Puma withdraw their sponsorship, their contract. They withdraw it. Because they said it's a shame that Nigerians will be washing jersey to use in the final.
Look at
I understand.
So to me personally, when I saw it, in fact, I cried for my country.
Because you cried in your heart, or you cried
well, it's only me that can say because I was there when it happened.
Yes.
So it's a very, very unfortunate act.
Yes.
How can somebody who qualified to compete in the final is washing jersey he will use? How much is jersey? So when you see such things from Africa, it's very, very discouraging.
That's right.
I never like that.
That's right.
And the thing is, this is in social media, it's
viral
everywhere, it
everywhere.
has gone viral everywhere.
That's right.
That Nigeria is washing jersey to compete in the final.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate.
That's
I
right.
don't
Really.
like that at all. So we have to do
I like
something about it.
I like the example you just brought in here now, because let it not be as if it is only Guinea that has the same have the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, we are talking the one we've seen, but there are a lot of things
You're right.
behind the scenes.
Many things,
Yeah.
yes.
So now, Guinean contingents coming becomes a problem. Not that there is no money; they have money. I assure you that money has been assigned
Yes.
for them to come.
To come.
But someone is sitting on
That's
that.
right. That's right.
It's like that everywhere in Africa. Now look at a whole qualifying person to the finals is washing jersey to come out, meaning that that person, whether he or she, comes to Japan with only one jersey.
That's right. That's right. And
And when these kids misbehaves, when they go to those places, and then you not claim that they don't love their country, they have molested their country, they have done something wrong, you need to put them in prison. You now know that you have prison to put them.
That's right. That's
Without knowing that the sources of all these things starts from your country.
That's right.
Aisha, what do you say about this? Can you support Africa through your Miss Universe, a lot of activities? You can cry for all these things, and then they will supply this, and we supply them through your name.
Yeah.
You can tell the Japanese people, you can tell the world that, please, this is what I want to do for Ghana, this is what I want to do for Guinea, this is what we want to do for Nigeria, we want to do for any African country. And then when those things comes, they will be delivered under your name. I think you are a brand woman for us. So what do you say about this washing of clothes?
First of all, I didn't know about that. So when I heard, I was shocked. I was like, oh, they can't even provide him a new one.
You see that?
Yeah, extra one. So yeah, that's really shocking. It was sad. But I believe there are so many like examples that we can have it. Like the when we talk about how Africans doesn't really have the facility to train for themselves, to improve their sport. Like those kind of things is also one of what is happening right now. Yes, I believe that, I know it's hard, but we can use Olympic organization to like provide Africa more facilities or tools that they can use to make it stronger.
Do you think it's the responsibility of the Olympic committee to provide those
But
things
that's
for
the
any
thing, they
country?
don't have the responsibility. So I think we can change the
As we are
rules
talking
now.
now, a lot of people are watching, and a lot of people are seeing what we are saying, so that they will know. Most people don't know that this kind of a thing happened,
Yes,
and they only blame probably the athlete.
yes, exactly.
This is where I'm hammering. Before that athlete was subjected to such a fatal thing, automatically something wrong must have happened. どう思いますか、日本に来てね、選手として一つのジェシー、競技服一つしか持ってないで、それで決勝まで行ってね、そうです。それでもう本当に洗わなければならないから自分の手で洗ってて、あとはまあギニアの方もやっぱりなんていう、もう選手がお金がほら。ああだこうだとして、まあ、なかなか早く帰ってなかったさそういうのは聞いてもう恵まれてるんだなと思ってるんですがどう思いますか難しい質問なら答えなくてもいいよ
開会式の時にギニアの選手がいなかったということで、私も日本ギニア友好協会の会長をさせていただいているので、
会長あなたの責任だぞ、それは。
連絡がいっぱい来まして、ギニアはどうなってるんだと聞かれましたね。で、ヤフーのランキングでも1位に上がっちゃってたらしくて、そうなんです。もう日本中の知り合いから連絡が入っちゃって、で私もびっくりしちゃって、ちょっと心配してたんですけど、無事に来れたということで、少し安堵をしましたが、国によってね、貧富の差があったり、その環境の違いがあったり、そういう事情の多いところがあると思うんですけれども、なんとか日本としてもね、応援していけたらいいなっていうことはすごく強く思いました。
ありがたく思っております。Thank you very much.
いや、何もできないんですけど。
うまく逃げたね。だってギニアの協会の会長でしょ。
はい。
それでなんで来てないのかっていうのをもうすぐプライベートジェットをチャーターして。そうですね。早くとかっていう。I'm sure. There was a time this kind of a thing happened to Nigerian athletes going to Brazil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And they were stopped in Atlanta. It was in Atlanta or somewhere in America. With no connecting flight.
Yeah.
And then someone offered, I think Taka.
A Japanese doctor.
Taka Natoka Insho.
Because we're supposed to play with Japan.
Yeah, we're supposed to play with Japan. He donated, I think, $300,000
Yes.
to the African athletes.
He took it cash to the
Cash
Nigerian
to the
embassy.
They refused it and he flew to Brazil
That's very good.
to send the money.
Yeah.
Takasu Clinic, Incho. What's his name?
Yeah, he's a medical doctor.
Yes, he's a plastic surgeon.
Yes, yes.
そういうなんだか会長なんでこんなこと言ってるのかっていうのは、高橋院長はね、高須クリニックはある時ね、ナイジェリアの選手がアメリカでも結構もう行けるか行けないかっていうのは、もう本当にフライトが止まっちゃって、止まったっていうかほら払ってないわけよ、ブラジルに行くのは。
はい。
やっぱり同じ
でもやっぱりそういうのを見て高橋院長は、3000万
3000万。
すぐナイジェリア大使館に元気を持てて、もうナイジェリア選手たちの精神が強いと、好きなんだからどうしても行ってほしいと。ナイジェリア大使館がそれはお金受けちゃダメだと、もう本当にダメだ。それでもう高橋院長も本当にブラジルまで行ったの選手たちにその金を渡したわけです。そうです。それでナイジェリアはブロンズだったじゃないですか。3位だったんだよね。その時あんなこと言っても3位なんですよ。だから不死鳥なのよ、アフリカ人って。もう本当にもうちょっといい土壌を作ってあげれば、いい花を
そうもっとできるよ。
できるのよ。だからあなたとアイシャは責任持ってもらわないと。
Yeah, there is another thing I want to say about this Olympics.
Okay.
You know, any person that wants to compete, two things are involved. Number one, you have to bear it in mind that you are competing for your country.
Yes, yes.
And secondly, your country has to understand that you are competing for them.
Yes, that's
Therefore, there must be a maximum support.
That's right.
So now, a country like Japan, every competitor or every athlete, they believe they are doing this for Japan.
Yes.
Not for personal.
That's right. That's right.
They are doing it for the whole of Japan.
For the whole of Japan.
For the name of the Japan to be heard all over the world.
That's right. Yes.
So
that is very
they
strong.
do it with maximum spirit.
Yes.
And that is why when you see a Japanese, I keep on asking, why is it a Japanese, when they lose, they cry? When they win, they cry.
They cry. That's right.
Why? What is the difference?
That's right.
So now,
tears of joy and tears of
what I don't know. You know. So, but Japan, well, for example, when a Japanese gets a silver in Olympic, he cried.
Yes.
Now, because Japanese will scold him and say, "Why did you get silver? Somebody got gold." That is Japanese culture. And that is why whatever they want to do, they want to be the best. Number one.
Yes.
Because definitely, if you get silver or bronze, your people will not say, "Oh, come back home, you did well." No, they don't do it in Japan.
That's right.
They have to scold you so that next time you improve because you are working for your country and you are not working for yourself.
Right.
So I want Africans to acquire that same spirit, that whatever you are doing it for your country, for the sake of your country, not for personal sake. So it's very, very important, I think.
I cherish that. There is this saying in America that says, do not think always what America will do for you. Sometimes think for what you will do for America.
That's right. That's right.
So even when the government may not lend a helping hand, if you have succeeded in getting to that level of representing a nation, you know it's a big responsibility. And of course, you sacrifice yourself because your success also remains a nation's success and pride.
Yeah.
While your failure remains your individual mark. And saying disappointment and certain content like that. So I think it's a good thing, and the issue you raise is very, very important. We really cherish that. The reality in Africa is these young people, the young generation that understands computer, because most of them, during our generation, my generation, sorry, there were no computers in schools. You might have only one in the chancellor's office, but you cannot see even phone. I saw phone when I came to Japan for the first time. When I came here, there was no phone. Nobody has mobile phone, except from certain offices. So things are growing, and Africans have now gotten the opportunity to meet their contemporaries through all this, YouTube, through all the social media. So they should be given the same opportunity as their contemporaries. This is the most important thing. And once that opportunity is given to you, you utilize them. You make sure you represent us well. What else do we need? So whatever we say here, the world will hear. And then we'll understand that what we are fighting for, we're not fighting any government. We're not fighting any individual. But make sure that Africans are well equipped before they move to another country. And definitely you'll see them excel, because we've been excelling in different fields. We will go into the next chart. Before then, I think we'll give our technical team a chance to fix a new Zoom meeting, because the first one we've gotten has elapsed. It's 1 hour. So, and we will build a new one to make sure we join our next guest from Uganda.
Okay.
As soon as possible. So our next guest will be Mr. How do I pronounce his name now? Hold on a second. I will try. Forgive me if I make any mistake in the pronunciation. Sekitoliko Julius. If you Google it, you find out that Sekitoliko Julius is a weightlifter from Uganda who came to Japan. We wouldn't know why he came unqualified, and then why he is asked to go. And he was sent home, and we learned he was arrested in Uganda and later released. What was the cause of all these things? Nahfconnects for Africa and the world were perturbed. That's why we call this guest to come and listen to him, not criticizing any government, to come and listen to him, if possible, support him to achieve his dreams as a sports legend or a sports hero in the world. I think he can do it because he's yet a young person. So he will be joining us any moment as from now. Let's give the technical team the chance to build the live chat with him. We want to hear from the horse's mouth. We cannot hear from just rumor and make decisions. So that's why I have struggled through thick and thin to liaise with the Ugandan media to get hold of him, and then he accepts our interview request from Nahfconnects for Africa. Gentlemen and ladies. Oh, I'm really happy you have ladies today. Please, let's wait for the technical team to configure. If you want to go to the toilet, if you want to go and drink something, you can drink and come back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.